you guys will be getting a 2-in-1 special from me. What do I mean by that? You will see. Now, American Horror Story. Here we go, darlings. All right, it left off where it began last week. Um, what the hell did I just say? It began last week. It began this week where it left off last week. Boom, there he goes. Which, Jamie going to the Mott's house. Because everybody wondering where the hell the Siamese twins at? Where they at? Where they at? What's going on? Um, so we have the mama, we have Dandy's crazy ass, we have Jimmy, and we got the twins. They found the twins. Dandy's trying to woo Bet, the nice twin. It was just like, you want me, baby, we're in love and all that good stuff. And Dot was just like, sweetheart, something is wrong with Dandy's ass. Not only is his hair slick, his brain is slick too. He's gone boots, like just right down the hill. Tumble, 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 tumble. Jack and Jill went up the hill and their asses fell right back down, didn't they? So they have that, and Dot was just like, something wrong with him or whatever. She was just like, look, I choose my sister. So they got their two-headed asses up and they walked out. Dandy just sitting there looking crazy. The mama know he getting ready to kill somebody. Everybody thought that he was gonna kill Jimmy like me, but he didn't kill Jimmy, surprisingly. So hey, good for that. They show Jimmy and the other freaks on stage performing for Elsa. Elsa had on these nasty pants. And Jimmy was pretty much giving demands. He's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Elsa was like, you would not do that to my company. And she gets up and Jimmy is pissed. He was like, I know you're a liar. I know that you did something to those twins. You took them to the crazy people house. And so he was just like, look, I ain't gotta say shit else to you. Here's the twins. Elsa turns around and they're the twins. The twins are like, yeah, what's up, bitch? Surprise, I'm back. Elsa was like, okay. So Bet was just like, what did she say? She was just like, yeah, what's going on? And Jimmy was like, tell them what you told us. And Bet started to tell the truth, and Dot was just like, no, this is what really happened. Yes, Elsa took us away. Elsa took us to the Mott's house, but we wanted to go. We asked her to go. We wanted to know what it would be like to be, to live the high life and be around the people. And Bet was like, what are you doing? Dot was just like, trust me, bitch, trust me. All right. So the strong man and Spencer. Spencer, is the guy that's there in the freak show. He's just trying to make a profit pretty much, and he'll do anything for that. He want a freak bad, so he wants to kill one of them. So anyway, Dale, the strong man, he walks by. Spencer sees him. He was like, oh yeah, he was hitting the hammer on the thing, at the fair or whatever. And he was hitting that. He couldn't make it go all the way up to the top. Of course, Dale is the strong man. He could do it with no problem. He was just like, yeah, you're so strong or whatever. And hey, aren't you the guy that, was messing around, scoping out boy pussy? When you the one that was crying over that escort guy, whatever. I didn't know you was a goddamn fairy. I didn't know you was one of the Tinkerbell friends. Dale got up. He did not like that statement. Dale was upset. He started to whoop his ass. Then Esmeralda ass is looking over. She's just like, look, what's going on, guys? Thought you was gonna, hit the little bell. What's going on with you? Like, it's kind of hard to hit him when, Billy, I guess his first name, is in the way. Anyway, Spencer goes to talk to Dale. He was just like, look, I won't tell everybody that you got a fetish for boy pussy if you kill one of the freaks for me. I'll keep it secret, darling. Hush, hush. Dale was just like, oh my gosh, what's really going on? But yeah, it was so sad. Oh my gosh. All right. So Dale, for some reason, he goes into Amazon Eve room, which is in real life, she's transgendered. But on the show, she's just a strong woman, the tall, big bitch. So it was just like, he goes in there, he puts the I forgot what you call it, help me out, people. the liquid, on a paper towel, to suffocate somebody, make them go to sleep or whatever. And that bitch wasn't having it. She gets up and she whoops his ass. And she was just like, "Don't forget, bitch, I'm a man." Craziness. She whooped that ass. I don't know why the hell he would go for her first. That was just silly. Dale ass wasn't thinking. He wasn't thinking. So three tits and a sling, Desiree, which is Angela Bassett, um, goes over and talks to goes with the bearded lady Ethel, and they go to the doctor, but they didn't know that the strong man killed the doctor last week. Um, Simply because he didn't want nobody messing around with Angela and taking her lady parts and leaving him, because then he would be miserable and all that shit. So the doctor's hateful ass other daughter is in there, and she's just like, "I don't like you kind. You people killed my father. What's going on?" She sent their ass out, said, "Get goodbye, freaks. Get. Do you have a three titties? I don't even want to know. Goodbye, freaks." All right. So then the bearded lady and them, they is dead set to fuck up Dale, because it was just like, he attacked her, and how could he do that? Like, we finna fuck him up for real. Jimmy was like, "No, we gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him. Give me some time." So Jimmy and Dale go out to eat. Jimmy wears gloves to cover up his lobster hands, and they start talking. The lobster boy Jimmy starts telling him about this story or whatever at camp, and all the shit that they had, and what Elsa used to do to please everybody with the hands and all that shit. They was just like, look, they was just getting sloppy drunk. It was just like, look, you don't have to be ashamed of who you are and everything. Jimmy goes out there and throws up, and he spills all the tea. He was just like, "You know what? How much my mother hates you. You got to be my daddy. And I know what's going on with you. I know about the famous Totito brothers, or whatever their last name is. I know that your father had the lobster hands and your brothers or whatever, but for whatever reason you don't have them. You gave me this. I'm your son. Say it, say it, say it." Dale says, he starts crying, and so, but before that, when Jimmy was throwing up, he had his back turned, of course, and Dale had picked up a brick. Because he's just trying to kill any freak that he can. He was gonna pop Jimmy in the head, but after Jimmy revealed that that he's his father, they had this big, Sally Jesse Raphael moment, and that was pretty much it. Don't y'all miss Sally Jesse Raphael? I used to love her. Anyway, so um, the twins talked to Elsa, and Elsa was just like, "Look, what do y'all want? Because let's y'all said those lies about me or whatever. What the hell y'all want?" Um, Bet was like, "Look, I want to dye my hair blonde. I want to be like this famous actress. I forgot her name." And I'm gonna have my own little comedy set in between, sets. When Dot is singing, I'm gonna have my little comedy set, my little comedy moment. She was like, "We also want 20% off whatever you got for taking us to the Mott's or whatever." And Elsa looked at Dot, the mean one, and was just like, "What do you want?" She was just like, "I actually wanted 50%, bitch." I get into that. Elsa was like, "Oh, bitch, oh, you got to be smoking that twin juice." Um, so all right, so the girl who likes Paul, the little arm man, she's being rebellious and talking to her daddy any kind of way. It's just like, look, at the end of the day, you might think he's a freak and all that, but I'm in love with him, and I'm going to stay with him and his kind and all that. Daddy was like, "Look, you're a grown ass woman now, and I understand that, but you would not shame the family, Funk Fox. You would never shame the family." He was just like, "Look, I know that you're going or whatever, but I got a little something for you." He invites this guy with a whole bunch of tattoos and piercings and looking like a reptile, and he pretty much made her into a reptile. He tattooed her whole face. The daddy, like, they knocked her out with morphine or whatever, and when she woke up, she was a freak. She had her tongue split. Just craziness, absolute craziness. That daddy is wow. He plays in everything too. I forgot that man's name. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know who that girl's father is. And the little man hand the man little arm man saw her, and he just gagged. He was just like, "Oh my gosh, it's my fault. It's my fault." Spencer and Elsa, they sitting down having moments, prepare eating this meal that the bearded lady prepared for them, and uh they start to talk or whatever. Elsa was just like, "Look, doctor wrote me a letter, and she want to have this operation that she saw in Chicago. This doctor, he successfully separated Siamese twins, and she want to have this operation because Dot don't want to be bothered with bed ass. Dot does not want to be a Siamese twin anymore. She want to be her own person, have her own being." And Elsa was telling Spencer about that. It was like, "Look, I want you to go to Chicago and find this doctor, and send their ass to Chicago so they can be out of my faces. These bitches really getting on my nerves." Spencer was like, "Can't you just kill him? I mean, it's cheaper and it's better for everybody. Like, just go ahead and kill him." He was just like, she was just like, "I like the way you think." This whole time they don't notice that the bearded lady is listening to them. And, but she played it off well. And so, yeah, they think getting ready to get Elsa in the end. I guarantee you. Well, hopefully they will. Um, Dale buys my petite, the little woman, buys her a dress. They always waking her up out of her good sleep. And excuse me. And so she goes and tries on the dress that Dale bought her, the strong man. And it's so cute. She likes it. She gives him a hug. He snaps her damn neck. I could not take it. Next thing they show the bearded lady, Spencer had got her ass in the museum, and they had her ass in water as one of the freaks. I was done. Next episode should be really, really good as well. And so that was pretty much the end of American Horror Story. This episode. Now, I believe that it's time for the 2-in-1 special. See you in a minute. I'm putting together a project for 5 black actresses in Hollywood. Lights, action, Hollywood. Hollywood Divas, y'all. Here we go. So the episode began where it left off last week. We had the build up, y'all. The build up of the girls. And they all sitting down, Paula accusing Golden of fucking around with her man. And so they get up and then they sit down. Thanks, Todd Tucker. That was the worst. Like, we was expecting some little brawl, a little hair pull, a little something. They gave us absolutely nothing. They tried it for cutting it off like that. So El, Elise she decides to interject because they just stop acting stupid at this point. Paula's making all kind of noises, just silly. And she was just like, "Look, there are 2 directors. You told us that if we cannot get in touch with you, if for some reason you're booked, we can talk to Forrest." She was just like, "Well, I renege all that shit. I take all that shit back. I don't want y'all talking to Forrest, and goddamn it, y'all ain't gonna talk to him without me there. How about that?" Everybody was just like, "Bitch, you are crazy. Stone batshit crazy." And she is. Her big head and gaps. She was just like, "Look, I take it back. You're not fucking talking to Forest Fires." Paula admits to that she has been, absentee, and that she's gonna commit and step up more. Lies. So they have a meeting. Paula's MIA. Paula's supposed to be there. She calls 45 minutes later, and something going on with my throat. Paula calls 45 minutes later, says she's in traffic on the way to a wardrobe meeting. But you're supposed to be there, really? Wardrobe. I guess this is for her new project that she has coming up. Like, sweetheart, you shouldn't have committed to this if you really all you wanted to do was do that. Like, that's not even cool and that's not even hot. Get your entire life. Elise was talking to her on the speakerphone. She was just like, "Okay, Sounds like deja vu to me and hung up the phone. I love it. I'm liking Elise more and more each episode. But that Golden still feels the same way pretty much about her. So, it was just like, you are just crazy, lady. Like, what is wrong with you? Child, everybody's going to see Countess at the doctor. She's having full body lipo. Poor thing. Her man is there. All the girls show up, including Shar Jackson. They all kind of know each other. They all come from the sitcom world. Work with each other back in the day. In between shows, whatever. Um, y'all are sitting down talking. They go and see Countess, and she looking like Hootie in the Blowfish. Poor thing. She's all puffed up and everything, trying to talking about she's still gonna be able to work and she gonna make it. Countess, have several, please. Like it was kind of sad though watching that, but girl, you can't do it. It's no big deal. Actually, it's a big deal. Maybe you should have rescheduled your surgery, but whatever. It's just me. I'm just saying. Um. So as soon as they walk out, Golden, Elise, and Lisa, they talk, and it was just like, look, what are we gonna do about Countess? Like seriously, we love her. What are we gonna do if she really can't do this shit? Like, you know, it was just like Golden was like, "Well, do you think about asking Shar?" And it was just like, "I don't know. That's a little funny. Like, don't do that." And it was just like, "Okay, well, we'll just see whatever." Um, they have a little meeting, and well, no, they're actually on set. They start filming, and it's a scene between Paula and Lisa, and Lisa is doing her scene, and she's supposed to be upset and everything. And Elise is watching all this on camera. She's just like, what's going on? Like she's smiling a lot and cheesing and shit, but she's supposed to be upset. So Elise says, as the producer and as an actor and everything, it's my job to help a sister out, so to speak. So Elise takes her straw hair having ass out there to talk to Lisa on how she should improve her acting skills for this particular scene, on what she thinks that she should do. And you know what? Even though she was somewhat out of line, I actually agree with her. I was looking at that. I was like, what the hell is Lisa doing? Like, for real. Like, I didn't believe it for 5 minutes. I didn't. Lisa just looked cute. That was it. Um, Paula was just like, is this bitch crazy? Like, does she know who the director is? Like, no, know your place. It was like, Paula was like, it's too many hens in this kitchen. Some of y'all got to get your head cut off. And that's just it. They showed a scene with Elise, and she was just like, I've won so many awards, I've done this and that, and y'all should just take what I give you because it's the truth from an actor's standpoint. Child, Elise, bye. Her hair is so bad. Oh my god. Um, damn Countess shows up. She didn't get to finish her meal from IHOP, and she show up, and they just like, what the hell you doing here? You ain't even supposed to be here. Countess is like, somehow somebody wrote my name out the script. Hold on. Countess is like, somehow my name wasn't on the script or on the sheet or whatever for the cast, and I need to know what's going on. Countess came to damn fight. You hear me? It was just like, oh, it was an honest mistake. It was a typo. Lisa trying to calm her down. She was upset. She didn't get to finish her pancakes. I don't blame you, bitch. Child, they got all flavors. So after that, in the meantime, with all of this, Lisa decides to bring in, another director, this guy named Rashawn, who she's worked with or whatever, and he's done a lot of stuff. And she's just like, I better just bring in somebody else because this janky shit we got going on. He was like, I'm not gonna participate in anything janky or embarrass who I am and my reputation. I don't blame him. Um, so the days go by and everything, and they film a little more. Countess, is recovering. the best way that she can. And Rashawn and Forrest kind of have a moment because I guess they had extras, they had standbys and everything, and Forrest is just like, why is these people leaving? Like they have to be here. They need to understand that when you're an extra in a film, or when they just have other actors, it's not the main characters, which is what extra is. That they're committed to be here for hours and hours. They need to know that. But them niggas was leaving left and right. They was, I guess they wasn't feeding them. I don't know. So Rashawn was just like, he goes back to the girls. He was just like, I don't appreciate Forrest why he was talking to me like a 4-year-old boy. I honestly, I understood. I understood Forrest's frustration. I did. But what Rashawn was talking about, I didn't see. When I was watching that, and I watched the scene like twice because I watched the show, the episode twice, this episode. And I was just like, I really didn't see where Forrest was that disrespectful. He was just frustrated and needed to know why they left, why they didn't inform them or whatever of all of what their duties was. But he didn't yell at him. He didn't call him out his name or anything. So I didn't think it was that bad what Forrest was talking about. But it just caused friction and drama, even more drama. Let's see. Um, so Elise had a horrible day. Paula finally shows up on set, child, and apparently, as she was getting out the car, somebody almost hit her. It was a mess. Thank God they didn't. Golden and Lisa decide to call Shar because everybody want to know what the hell is going on with Miss Countess. He called Shar and it was just like, look, would you feel comfortable replacing Countess in a film, in this movie? Shar was just like, look, um, I have to hear that from Countess out her own mouth. I would have to have, if Countess asked me to be there for her for something like this, I got her if she can't possibly do it. But for me just go and do it on my own, I would never do that. That's a real bitch. That's a real friend. Shouts out to Shar Jackson. That's how you do it. And it was just like, yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Now this is Golden and Lisa calling. So Elise walks in. They explain to Golden and Lisa explain to Elise they did something she probably told them not to do. Oh, I have to go to the doctor. Shit. Told them shit. I guess Elise told them not to really do that because it's kind of shady and messed up, which it is. So they decide to call Countess. She sounds horrible. And Golden was like, look, would you feel comfortable having Shaw replace you if you're not able to make it? Countess gave a good firm no. And she said no 3 times for Golden to get it. Golden was like, well, do you want us to write you out the script? Elise was like, Golden was like, I'm asking her. So they was just like, look, let's just see how you feel in the morning. It's just a mess. Elise was like, I told you, she not gonna want you to replace her with her best friend, and you know, it's just all bad. It's just all shady. But I do understand. I do understand where everybody's coming from in this situation because what can she do? Why would you? Anything can happen on set, and she has to wear that body cast or whatever, and it's just like it's depending on what you have to do for certain scenes, she physically might not be able to do it, and it's just, and honestly, health wise, it would be better if she stay her ass at home. That's just the truth and recover. Like I understand, I respect her strength, I do, and I respect her still wanting to do it. But girl, like you might have this movie out and you did well in this movie, but you might be even more worse if this short film or movie or whatever pops off. You won't be able to make none of the appearances. Like you just got to take care of your health first. I know it's hard and difficult, but it's not like you're a performer, like you're on tour or something, and you got all these people counting on you, and you just take a damn shot, and then it sparks you back up, and you're ready to perform again. It's not like that. Like you literally, like this is serious surgery, sis. Lay down for a few weeks or months. How about that? Um, So it gets to the next day of shooting. Paula's finally there and ready to show up and ready to do her thing in her little romper moment. And apparently she made a phone call and text everybody on set, told them that Countess was not coming to set, but she will be back, filming on Monday. So she, drives up or whatever. She gets out. She sees everybody leaving. She was like, "Why aren't the people working?" Talks to the director and all the people, and they just like, "Look, um, we didn't know about that, and to be honest, we ain't got the money, so we gotta leave." Why they ain't have this shit together? This is just some nigga shit. Janky promoters is all it is. Paul was all upset in her feelings. She was just like, you know what? If I was an MFing man, y'all would have called me. Why didn't nobody call me? Well, Paula, when people do call you, you're booked, sis. You're booked, Paula. You're always booked. So, what the hell? She was like, women don't get respect. Which is, I believe that in certain situations they don't. It's over men, no. James Brown, it's a man's world, I guess. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Yes, God. Mm, Tootsie Rolls. That was the 2-in-1, y'all. Y'all ain't figured it out. I'm sure y'all have. American Horror Story Hollywood Diva. It's late here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. It is 4:40 a.m. boots, and I just didn't feel like doing two separate videos this time. I got home late. As soon as I got home, I turned on the television and watched the two shows, and I'm giving y'all a review. So yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Hopefully I won't have to do this again, but if it happens, it happens. It's life. So yeah, that was it. Bye. Lights.